Thank you.
A very, very warm welcome to the super talented, gorgeous actress and model Anupria Goenka.
Thank you so much. I'm really happy to be here. Thank you for having me here.
Good evening, ma'am. My name is Lakshay. This is Isha. We are the press heads and we will be taking your interview today.
Sure. Hi, Lakshay.
Hello. So, ma'am, you're here to judge the talent hunt today. And have you been part of any other college fest before? And what are your expectations from our event?
I've been part of a few of them actually after starting to act, not in my college life, because I hardly ever went to college really because I started working quite early right after school. So, yeah, I think thank you to people like you. I've always been very enthralled and thrilled to see the kind of work that they presented. I'm very interested and excited to see what I get to see today.
That's great.
So, ma'am, we have worked on several great projects, including Padmavat for Asur and Criminal Justice. Which one of these is your favorite project?
That's a very difficult question, yeah. I think each one of them, honestly, is very close to my heart for various reasons, I can't pick because Tigers in the Hair, War, and Padmavat are all equally important. Padmavat has a very soft corner, definitely because of the kind of project it was, because I got to work with Sanjay sir, and I love period dramas. And lo and behold, I got to work with Sanjay sir in it. So yeah, so that way, yeah, maybe Padmavat is one of my favorite projects.
That's nice. So, ma'am, like since last year, since the pandemic set in, it really did take a toll on everyone, and the entertainment industry too was severely affected. So, how did you cope up with that? And nowadays, what does your day look like?
Well, to be honest, I think one understands the difference between haves and have-nots when such a calamity strikes us. And to even say that, how did I cope up with it, seems very insignificant right now because there were so many people who were gravely affected, who were on the streets the last time when COVID hit us. Businesses had shut down, and people were facing survival issues apart from health concerns. And the migrant population basically took us by a storm, and they were really on the roads, losing their lives to get home. So to even try and describe how one coped with that, like while you're sitting in your house eating healthy food, watching television, at least have 10 kind of things to do, is very naive, I feel. But yeah, I mean, I understood what privilege really meant and how important it is to be healthy. What a blessing it is if you're healthy, if your loved ones are healthy, and if you can at least manage to be home and survive for a couple of months without working. That's a huge privilege, and became thankful to the ability to work, to be able to go out and do something that you love doing. Those things became very special and treasured. Some things that we take for granted during our normal days. And this time around, of course, it's been a different story altogether. Like health concern and the gravity of the situation that any one of your loved ones today can be gravely ill. The possibility that it's become so much more closer to home, right? Because everybody that I know of, either someone that I know of directly or their family members are gravely ill. Most of them are hospitalized. Everybody's facing problems when it comes to oxygen cylinders or various injections and medications. And one can't even imagine what's happening to the have-nots at this point in time. How are they coping up? So it is not an easy situation. I think the only way we can cope up is to be out there for each other, to be very responsible for our own health. So we don't really put in extra pressure on the already overpressurized health system right now. And for that reason, it's very important to take care of yourself and also to reach out to people as much as you can in any capacity you can, whether it is in order to provide food to the needy people or by helping your loved and dear ones find the medication or oxygen cylinders, or volunteer as much as you can. and be home and safe. It's very important.
It's true.
So, ma'am, even in these scenarios, are you working on any future projects right now? Maybe Asur season 2?
I am actually. Asu season two, we were supposed to start in January, and I mean, in fact, before that in November, but then it got delayed to Jan and then so on and so forth. So we were just going to go on floors definitely in April, and then again the second wave of COVID hit us. So yeah, I am in the process of reading the script, working on the character now that we have some extended amount of time. I was also doing some dubbing projects, those audiobooks. So we were doing that, and that's very interesting. It's a new kind of craft that I'm learning, thanks to some people, thanks to Amazon and Audibles, actually. And I'm very excited about that. Um, and yeah, thankfully, I've been pretty busy doing all these things, reading scripts, inshallah, I mean, by God's grace.
Great. So, ma'am, we'll be asking you one last question, which is from our associate sponsor, Stu Cred. They'd like to ask you that who would you like to give all the credits for what you've been, like what you've become, and like that you're here, like who all would you like to give a credit to?
Well, I don't think that there is one person in your life that you can give credit to ever. I don't think so. There are various people who attach themselves with you at different points in times, and each have something or the other that they contribute to in your life, whether you realize it or you don't. You know, I think the thing that I would give the most credit to is life at large. That's been my biggest learning, and that's the pool wherein we all can take so much from in the good times as well as in the bad times, and they prepare you. Each prepares you for what's coming in the future, and figuring out where you want to go. It's always a choice. Uh, every struggle that you're presented with is also giving you an opportunity. And if you see underneath it, there will be a choice as to how you want to deal with it and what path you want to choose. As such, I'm very thankful to my parents, of course, for bringing me into this world, for taking care of me for so long and making me the person that I am today. They have a huge contribution. I'm very thankful to my mother, who always supported me with all my decisions per se. She never questioned the chances of them failing or them doing well. She was just very supportive throughout. And I think it makes a lot of difference when your parents believe in you. They let you do what you want to do and stand by you. So many of my teachers who've been early, influences on me. Many of the casting directors that I've met today, who, like even when you start acting, those casting directors or people who see your work and appreciate you bit by bit, whether you crack that audition or you don't, whether you get that project or you don't. All those people who support you, appreciate your work, show some sign of confidence, they all add on to your journey. I am very thankful to YRF and Sanjay sir for giving me these opportunities, for various people that I've worked with in all the web series that I've done. Of course, the audiences who've loved me and who've given me all the support in these last couple of years. But at the end of the day, there's not one person that you can assign all the credit to. It's everybody who's been a part of your journey.
That's been wonderful. It's been an honor to be in conversation with you, and thank you so much for being a part of Sympulse 21.
Thank you.
I really hope you have a good time judging the talent show, and I'm sure we'll be able to deliver everything that we've promised.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Take care of yourselves. Be safe.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.